That ball would have stayed in motion forever according to Newton's first law if it weren't for unbalanced forces.
Yeah, like friction and air resistance.
Would you look at that ball's inertia?
It was the hole-in-one.
Now that you have learned a little bit about Newton's first law, we're going to demonstrate Newton's second law. According to Newton's second law, the acceleration of an object is directly proportional to the net force acting upon it. Basically, this means that the more force in a swing, the faster the ball will accelerate.
Did you see that ball? It was so fast! The force she swings, the ball has potential energy. After the ball is hit, that potential energy changes to kinetic energy. When one energy changes to another, the amount of energy remains the same. This is known as the law of conservation of energy.
Hey Leanna, did you know that the maximum range of a projectile returning to the same height as the launch point occurs when it's launched at 45 degrees?
Yup! The projectile path is a perfect parabola.
So now that you know a little more about Newton's second law, we're going to tell you about Newton's third law. One might think that the golf ball has no impact on the golf club. However, Newton's third law states that for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. So the ball exerts an equal and opposite force on the club upon impact.
But why does the ball go flying forward, but the club doesn't go flying backwards?
Good question. That is because your hand is exerting a force on the golf club that is greater than the ball's force, which keeps it from flying back.
Nice answer.
I'm going to show you how to draw a free body diagram of a golf ball. Let us begin. Alright, so the ground exerts a force up on the ball, which is a normal force, or Fn. And for every action, there's an opposite and equal reaction, so that means that the ball must also press down on the ground. So that is Fg. And then the club presses up against the ball, so that is Fc. And then, of course, the ball presses back on the golf club, so that is Fb. And then also, to add to that, we have the force of friction, and that is all the forces acting upon your golf ball.